Welcome back to Spelling Health Words with Mr. Leolas. Today we're spelling words that deal with our circles unit for health. So get your letters of the alphabet out. And we're going to start now with the word talk, because we're talking about topics that we talk with certain people. So let's spell the word talk. T. A. L. And the letter K. Talk. So we can talk about all kinds of things to certain people. Some things we can talk about are appropriate, and some things we should not be talking about with certain people. So we'll be talking about that now as we spell some of these words. So some things we can talk about are things like the weather, sports, relationships, and those are called topics. So topics are things we choose to talk about with people. So find the letter T. O. P. I. And C. So as I mentioned, a topic that we like to talk about is the weather. And we can talk about the weather with people in our family and with people who are not. So like our staff or some people on the street, people at the grocery store. But we have to be careful of how much we trust these people and what we tell people. So there's certain people we can trust with topics we can talk about, like if we are crushing on someone or if someone's not treating us well. So let's spell the word trust. T. R. U. S. And T. Trust. So some topics we cannot trust certain people with, like topics about our health. So we keep those topics to people in our family or to doctors, right? Like our family doctor or our mothers and our fathers, right? But other people, we don't trust them with that kind of personal information. So we don't talk to them about those kinds of topics. We talk to them about other kinds of activities. So what's an activity that we can talk to with other people? Maybe the weather, maybe sports, maybe the arts, music. So let's spell activity. A. C. T. I. V. I. T. And Y. So whatever activity we're choosing, we have to be very mindful of what kind of topics we're talking about with those people, right? So let's put our letters back. And now we're going to spell a very big word, and that word is acquaintance. And that means the people that we know and how we know them, and how much trusting and talking we have with those people. So let's try to get it in there. All right, this is a very big word, so find me the letter A. Lots of double letters in this word. C. Q. U. A. I. N. T. A. N. C. And the letter E. Acquaintance. So based on what we know from people and how we're acquainted with them, again, we have to be very careful of what kind of topic of conversation we talk with these people. So people who have a personal acquaintance with, like our families, our moms and our dads, we may talk to them about things like our health, our private body parts, our periods, our undergarments, our clothes. And acquaintances who are further away from the circles, like our principals, our staffs, and community helpers, we talk about other topics like the weather, sports, and music. Okay? So I just want to thank you again for spelling some words with me. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week with some more spelling words.